So we are here in London at the photography show this year, and we're going to go and check out some of our favourite brands. So stay tuned with us as we go through the journey. If you didn't quite get to make it this year, at least you can experience it with us. See you later. Okay, so we're here at Sigma UK stand at the photography show. We've got the Sigma BF here. Sam, tell us all about it.
Oh, welcome. This is the new BF camera. It stands for Beautifully Foolishness. It's absolutely lovely. It's the star of the show for us. A lot of people don't know that we've been making cameras for over 60 years. This is our first one, which is made from a single block of aluminium. It takes 7 hours to mill it. And globally, we make about 9 a day, which is incredible. It's a full frame, mirrorless system, 24 megapixels. Just put your little Y series lens on, and it becomes a lovely little workhorse.
Yeah. It's amazing as a compact form factor that's so small, and an all-in-one system. So who does this appeal to?
So I would say this appeals to, you've got your workhorses of the world, you've got the Canon and Nikons, you've got our Sigma FP for that sort of thing. This is more of a weekender's camera, someone who's into fashion, style, something you want to take out with the kids, you don't want to take a big thing, something which is very user-friendly as well. I can show you quickly some of the menu systems. They're so easy to navigate through. We have our normal monitor here, and then we have a settings monitor. Okay. And that's just simple left and right, and when I find what I like, I can then just twizzle and change it. So it's very, very simple, minimalistic design, nice and easy to use.
Yeah. You've also got colour profiles in there as well, haven't you, for settings and stuff? Yeah. And there's some that I've seen that are quite interesting. I think you've got a 709, is it? 709, which is really interesting.
Log profile in there for video now, which is really nice, so the L log. But we've got like forest green, warm gold, all of these creative ones which are like film simulations kind of vibe.
And I can see you sort of slightly bringing over a silver one, which is kind of a little bit more appealing to me anyway. Yes. But you're making all these lenses in silver fit as well?
Correct, yeah. So we do the I series in silver and black now. And the silver one is getting a lot of traction. People love it because it's so different.
It's nice. It's kind of, without just Sigma, got an Apple vibe to it, which is what I love because it goes with my MacBook. So
exactly that. Someone said it was the Cybertruck of cameras as well, and I thought that's quite a nice way.
Tesla's a good reference too.
Yeah, cool. But the worst thing is I can't figure out which one I prefer. Okay. I started off on the silver, but now I like the black with the silver lens, and you can kind of mix it up a little bit.
I'd be happy with either, to be fair. So,
there you go.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. See you later. Ta-ra. Right, there we go. So we're here at the photography show with James from Transcontinental, and we're going to talk today about the new Lexar cards, which I've suddenly eyed up straight away. So tell me about these.
So a new range from Lexar called Armor SD. So we got various capacities. The key thing about these cards are they're IP68 rated, so drop-proof, dust-proof, and waterproof, and hopefully you can see. It's the next best thing from Lexar. It's weird that you pick up a card and it's unusual for it to feel so heavy. So they're made from stainless steel, completely sealed, done away with the locking mechanism, and less of a ridge on the back, but also competitively priced. So V60, available in several sizes, is a hot product here at the show.
I'm a big fan of the Lexar cards. Myself and Stuart have about 20 between us, and we've probably been through 40. So the fact you guys are bringing out an Armor version of that, almost as kind of compete with Sony Tough, is awesome. So yeah, I'd probably definitely be buying one. So yeah, that's the Lexar Armor. Make sure you check them out. We'll have them here at Camera Centre too. So we're with Craig here from Holden, and we've got the Schneider 1424 f2.8. So tell us a bit about it, Craig.
Yeah, so this is a brand new lens from Samyang, literally hot off the press. We've only had it about 2 days in the UK. It's really exciting. It's the first collaboration between Samyang and Schneider optics. So, and it's one of what we hope is a first of several zoom lenses with this collaboration. So it's a 14 to 24 f2.8 Sony FE lens. We've had a play with it. It's really lightweight, it's really fast focusing. It's got a built-in USB-C connectivity, so you can reprogram the lens without having a lens station.
Oh, okay.
Close focus is really good. Literally, we've been able to get almost down to the lens hood.
Yeah.
And it's lightweight. It's lovely.
I'll be honest, it just looks cool, doesn't it? I mean, I kind of get Robot Wars vibes from it. It's really, really cool. It's got a tactical thing. It's a really nice smooth throw on it. It's nothing. It's very short as well. I mean, you imagine it would be 14-24, and a nice custom dial there. So yeah, it's a really, really good lens.
We're really excited about it. Lots of details to be confirmed. We're expecting it to land in the UK around May time.
Okay.
Pricing isn't confirmed. We're hoping it'll be south of £1,000 RRP.
And so who is Schneider? I don't think many people might have heard of them before. Do you know who they might be?
So Schneider have been involved in optics. They're a German optical manufacturer. They've been involved in optics for many years. I mean, I remember selling Schneider enlarger lenses when I was working back in the shops 20, 30 years ago.
Okay.
Last time I saw Schneider on a camera or lens in the UK was when Samsung were selling cameras and lenses, DSLR cameras and lenses. So Schneider really know how to make quality optics.
It very much looks like it, and we're looking forward to having it at Camera Centre UK as well. Okay, so we're back here with Sigma UK at the stand again. We've been around all day, and now we're looking at the 300 to 600 mil. It's a big boy, Sam.
Oh, it's beautiful. It is one of those lenses you've got to see in the flesh because it is incredibly quick, sharp, and actually not too bad for size and weight either for a 300 to 600 f4.
Yeah, which is amazing. And at a price point that you guys have dropped this down at, I think it's going to be really, really popular. So what about the optical quality?
Optical quality is very good. It's the typical Sigma sharpness you love, just throughout that whole zooming range.
Okay, good. It is big. Is it heavy? Can I hold it with a microphone in my hand? I imagine. It's all right, actually. It's like carrying a newborn child, isn't it? Yeah, it's all right.
Bearing in mind that's a zoom lens as well.
Yeah.
We do have some functionalities on the side, including a filter.
Oh, cool.
So it saves you putting on.
And that's 43 mil?
It's a 40.5.
40.5, okay. Cool.
Then we've got autofocus option.
Yeah.
Customizable dials here as well.
Oh, that's cool.
And a declickable Arca Swiss plate.
Okay. So you have literally thought of everything then?
Yeah. And also it's one of our first lenses we've done in white as well.
Yes. Which looks awesome, by the way.
Yeah, traditionally it's always black, but for heat, it's nice to have a white lens.
Yeah.
And it looks cool white, I think.
It's a big old hood on that too.
yeah.
It's a cereal bowl, isn't it? Eat your Kellogg's.
It definitely saves a couple of scratches now and again. So.
Amazing. It looks really awesome. You guys have outdone yourself with that, honestly. So today we're testing out this Sennheiser audio gear. So over to Stuart in the studio. It's going to tell you a little bit more than I can possibly tell you. So we are here again at the photography show. We're here with Sony UK, my favorite brand in the whole wide world. And we're going to be talking about the 16mm and the 400 to 800. So Mike, tell me about the 16mm.
Yeah, so the 16mm, nice, small, compact, lightweight. Going to be great for video, for vlogging. Because of its size and weight, it's going to be great for gimbal work as well. I've been showing this paired up quite a lot with the sort of ZV range of cameras, so perfect for that, for sure.
Yeah, I know Stuart's looking at getting one, aren't you, Stuart? He's over there nodding, you can't hear him.
Even though it's so small, you've still got a physical aperture ring as well. You've still got the customizable button at the side as well. You can declick that aperture ring as well. And you've got the iris lock, so you can either lock it in the position on the lens to control aperture, or lock it into the A position if you're controlling it from body, whatever your preference is.
That's really cool, and it's tiny.
Yeah, and then in terms of availability, that one will be out next month.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. So, thank you very much. It's tiny, and look how pocketable it is. They literally go in there. But, so we've also got the 400 to 800 as well. This is the big boy, isn't it?
Yeah, surprisingly, only sort of about an inch or so longer than the sort of 200 to 600. So, I think 400, 800, it's a relatively compact size for the focal length you've got there. Also compatible with our teleconverters as well, so you can get even further reach if you want.
Yeah, that's a really big point on the teleconverters, because that takes it to a 1600mm.
I know, yeah. Crazy magnification on that one for sure. Control on here, as you see on a lot of our telephoto lens, you've got your various image stabilization modes as well. So you've got standard, panning, dynamic, depending on your use case. You can, limit the range as well if you know what sort of range you're focusing between to speed up autofocus as well. So a very versatile lens.
Awesome, and it's really not that heavy actually. You can one-hand it, look. Get the pump actions going,
Availability on that one. That one's actually at the end of this month, so a little bit sooner than the 16mm.
So that's availability at the end of this month. Amazing. Cool. Okay, so we've got the 16 to 300mm. This is a new all-rounder from you guys. So tell us a bit about this one.
Yeah, correct. So this was launched about a week and a half ago. It's a 16-300 from Sigma. Good all-rounder for APS-C cameras. We're looking at it, will come out in 4 different mounts. This one's an E mount. We also do L mount for Panasonic, Leica, and Sigma. And then we got X mount for you Fuji shooters, and then also RF.
Okay, cool. So you've covered all grounds on all bases then. So I think people have been waiting for something like this for a little while, actually.
Exactly.
Mostly because the other brands don't really bring them out. But you guys have gone in there and actually brought out this. So tell us about the optical quality with this one, because I know with zoom lenses, this, shall we say, complicated, they tend to sacrifice a bit of optical quality. So tell me about this one.
I think this is why we've taken a little bit of time to bring it out, really, and that's why other brands haven't done it. It's because we've taken the time to increase the optical quality and to get it as best as we can in a super zoom functionality, because the best things about these lenses is you can keep one lens on, which will do everything really well.
Yeah, 100%. The one thing I'm noticing is the optical stabilization as well, OS, which I know some of them from other brands don't have, so you guys have brought that in, which is really, really great. So what's the price point on this one? Tell me a bit more.
So this one's going to be available for $599 in the UK, and I think it's going to fly at the door, so it's going to be incredibly popular.
Okay, we're definitely going to be selling lots of these at Camera Center, so make sure you get one from us ASAP. Cool. I love Nikon. Nikon's my first love. Okay, right, so what are we doing before we clarify?
Yeah, are you asking me a specific question that I'm answering?
Yeah.
I always prefer if you ask me direct
Yeah,
questions.
I'll ask you direct questions. That's fine.
So we're talking about the new firmware with the
new firmware with the
It's not
Amazing. Well, it says X3. Okay, cool. I'm just going to say generally Nikon firmware, and then we'll apply that this one. Okay. Say when. Is audio okay? Okay, cool. Fine. That's a very sensitive mic, this. Ready? Amazing. So we're here again at the photography show. We've been around pretty much everywhere, and now we've landed with Bruno from Nikon. He's been in on our videos before. I think you've got something to tell us about some new firmware that's going on with the Z8 and the Z6 III.
Absolutely. So we released new firmware for the Z8 and the Z9 ahead of the release of the 28-135 power zoom lens. They add shutter angle, which is super exciting for us in terms of video recording. It adds a lot of possibility, makes life a lot easier, especially if you're also using these alongside cinema cameras. We've also got the new 28-135 power zoom lens here, and with the new firmware you can do something called high-res zoom collab, which essentially allows you to use the lens's optical zoom alongside the electronic high-res zoom option. So you can get 28 to 270 mil equivalent on the Z8 in one go. So it's working together in tandem, which is really nice. So it doesn't have to wait till the end of the zoom to then kick off the high-res zoom. It's all working together for a really smooth experience.
Got a 35-1.2. I think you just released that as well.
Yeah.
Have we got one around? Can we have a look? It's been very popular amongst some of our customers. We've actually had a couple of pre-orders. We've fulfilled one, and we've got one guy who's waiting who actually is at the show today, and then decided to go, where's my lens? And I go, ask Nikon, I don't know. So tell me about this.
Yeah, it's a fantastic lens. I mean, it completes the trinity of 1.2 lenses. We're happy to be kind of the only camera company to have all three kind of first-party 1.2 lenses available. It's beautiful because we've added in 2 different function buttons. So if you're using the Z9, for example, and you want to use the camera in portrait mode, you will always have a function button available to use, which is really nice. And optically, it's a beautiful, beautiful lens. Tack sharp at 1.2.
35 is one of my favorite focal lengths, so I'm excited about that one. Thank you, Bruno. It's nice seeing you again. We're here with Fujifilm UK, and we have Gloria here who's going to talk to us all about the new Instax Wide Evo. So tell us, what is this amazing new invention from Fujifilm?
Well, it is our first hybrid camera, and it's definitely for more of our pro photographers, amateur photographers. Has a removable lens cap, an LCD screen. It pairs up as a printer as well, so you can take pictures from your phone and connect it and print from your phone. But there are lens effects, 10 lens effects to play with, 10 film effects to play with. There's film styles to adjust. You can adjust the exposure on the back end. There's a lot of features within the menu as well. So there's over 100,000 different options to curate a photo. There's a wide angle lens, which is not available on any of our other Instax cameras. So you get more picture or less.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's really cool.
Yeah, there's, of course, Instax, we have our selfie mirror still to keep it playful. There's auto flash. You can adjust the flash. Just so many different options.
It definitely doesn't feel like a one-trick pony with, just being a camera. So you can select the images as well, rather than printing out every single one.
Yep. So let me get a picture of your guy there.
Wonderful photo of Stuart here right now.
And then you could go back and select which ones you want to print. It has this cool crank feature in order to print. So once you select the ones you want,
Oh, that's amazing.
you then crank it out. Yeah, it is. It's just great. It's sleek. It's more, along the lines of our digital cameras, our X series range.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's.
I think that's going to be so popular as well, and it's nice to see it in the wide format because we've had it in mini, haven't we?
Yeah.
Have we had it in square?
No,
not yet.
We have
But
our mini
the mini one.
Evo, yeah, and this is just the newest iteration of our Evo range.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, honestly, really looking forward to it. Both me and Stuart want one, so maybe you'll get 2 orders from us anyway.
Great.
But it will be,
Better get it while you can.
yeah, it will be really popular at Camera Center, so make sure you come and check it out. There we go. Thank you, Gloria. So that was everything from us at the photography show here in London. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more. And also, don't forget that we have the Wales and West Photography Show on the 19th to the 21st of June 2025 at the ICC Newport. So if you came here and you like what you saw, but you didn't quite get what you wanted, you got another chance at the Wales and West Photography Show. See you later.